I'm inspired by the people whose health have been, threatened as a result, whose families have been threatened, and still they keep on fighting. I'm Crane-Murdoch, and I am working to connect people all across the country who are being impacted by the irresponsible use and burning of coal.
Sierra served as national coordinator of the Power Past Coal project, an effort to unite, for the first time in history, a nationwide movement of people who know coal is unjust and have the stories to prove it. Through marches, lobby days, rallies, and acts of nonviolent civil disobedience, Power Past Coal helped amplify the voices of coal-impacted communities across the nation.
Stopping coal is so important to stopping climate change. Coal accounts for over 50% of our electricity use in the United States. At the beginning of the project, we had aimed to have one action every day for the first 100 days of President Obama's administration. By the end, we ended up with over 300. The purpose of having 100 actions in 100 days was to show this national movement and show that it was strong, it was powerful, it was numerous. I all of a sudden was sort of overwhelmed with a sense of what we were doing and how much potential we had to, really push the rest of these 100 days. Stories were the heart and soul of this project, and stories were really a way to assemble, a wide range of different ways that people were being impacted by coal.
I hate what they're doing to these mountains. I mean, centuries-old mountains. Like I told you, I hunted and hiked those mountains from the time I was 6 years old, and it's not been that long ago when, you'd be in the mountains hunting or, whatever, and get thirsty, you'd, drink out of a little stream coming out of the ground or something like that, and never give it a thought. But you don't do that now.
So we had a story of someone who was fighting coal plants in their community and whose community was suffering from asthma. And we had stories of people who were fighting waste disposal on the Navajo lands. Together, those stories told a larger story. The fact that coal is dirty and it's dangerous at every stage of its cycle. We want to transition fully away from coal as swiftly and as justly as possible. And that would begin with a moratorium on new coal plants and those under construction, an end to very dangerous and destructive mining practices, a reinvestment in the communities that are being directly impacted by coal with green job opportunities and with sustainable economic development. To culminate the 100th day of Power Past Coal, we decided we wanted to bring the stories that we'd been telling to our nation's leaders. So we organized meetings with the EPA, with the CEQ, with Congress, and as well we brought our delegates to the press club. We had 6 delegates from across the country who sort of represented the diversity of this movement that we were helping build.
Over the course of Power Past Coal's 100 days of action, 5 mountaintop removal permits were suspended across Appalachia, and several communities were able to stop construction of coal-fired power plants. Eloise Brown, a Navajo woman in Desert Rock, New Mexico, helped lead an effort to stop an $85 million tax break, preventing construction of a new coal-fired power plant on Navajo land.
The way that this project did bring them together was very beneficial to bringing their voices to the nation's leaders and people that they hadn't quite been able to reach before.
Sierra is one of the most diligent, helpful people that we've had anywhere within any of our organizations, because she put in countless hours of work for us. I mean, she's just tremendous.
I think we've really built a very powerful base of people who are fighting coal. Young people definitely realize that this is a major challenge of our generation. This is something that could, in many ways, make or break our futures. It's an idea that we really need to take on and be serious about as a country.